Good afternoon. I'm back once again. I'm once again. Every time I say something like that, it reminds me of Bernie Sanders. I'm once again asking for your vote. Well, between now and the last time I was here, I did some more work, and then, yeah, that was about it. Drank some more water. Oh, I should probably. Let's see. All right. Let's open my terminal. I'm trying to force my illness out of my body with vitamin C and water. Riflo, what's up, bro? Despicable Rottweiler, man, that's quite a fucking username, bro. Rottweilers are good dogs. Riflo, can you wave at the camera because I have no audio? You don't have audio? Why don't you have audio? Ducky Dev, what's up, man? How are you? Playing MC right now. What's MC? I'm not familiar with it. Oh, Minecraft. I'm sorry, man. I'm not hip to all the internet slang. 30-year-old dad to two type of thing. But that's cool. Do you play in creative mode or do you play survival mode? I'd love to do like a really serious Minecraft game in survival mode. I think that would be fun. My kids always want to play in creative mode, which I mean I get it. They're with their ages that's much more interesting to them. But I've always thought it'd be fun to have like a real serious survival game. Both actually? Okay, nice. Yeah. Little both. Whatever you're feeling. So you're like a vibe Minecraft player, huh? Just go with the vibes. Whatever the vibes are. All right. So we built this server and static files. Now we need to learn a little bit about routing, I guess. But what the hell is Gorilla Mux? I actually think I come up with a pretty good project idea for my first web dev related Go project. I think I want to build some sort of resume or hire me site using Go. I think that'd be a good first project. it's also something I need. I don't really have a portfolio slash resume slash hire site. So I think it'd be good to build one of those. Ducky, yes, I buy certain things, play around with HMods and shaders, a little bit of everything. Nice, dude. Well, that's awesome. All right. So Gorilla Mux is a powerful HTTP router and URL matcher for building Go web servers. Huh. Interesting. So is this, does anybody know, anybody here write Go? Does anybody know, like, is this kind of the industry standard, Gorilla Mux? I guess let's ask Grok. Let's see, is Gorilla Mux the standard router for Go web apps? Oh, you can't do route parameters, you can't do regular expressions. Oh, interesting. Huh. All right. Well, we'll just I don't know what I don't know, so we'll just roll with it. All right, let's see. Go's net HTTP package provides a lot of functionality for HTTP protocol. One thing it doesn't do very well is complex request routing, like segmenting a request URL into single parameters. Well, you know what? C# does it. C# does it well out of the box. How about that, Go? So superior. The superior .NET devs. Yes. Hi. What's up? Yes. How are you? First time I've seen your name in my chat, so hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping in. Use the go git command to install the package from GitHub like so. Okay, I'm actually gonna set up a new module. So make dir Gorilla. What do I want to call this? Routing, maybe? Routing? And then this can be go mod init webin go routing. And then the command they wanted us to use was, so this is how you install packages, huh? Go git, nice. Easy enough. Now we need to create a new router. All right. Ducky Dev, I just went and got some snacks because it's 1 a.m. and I'm hangry. Nice, dude. 1 a.m., huh? What do you, I guess you're just killing some time on the Minecrafts. That's late, man. I don't know. These days, if I find myself up at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., I've done something horribly wrong. That's why, like, I honestly, in the evenings when I work on projects and stuff, I honestly kind of have to be thoughtful to not nerd stipe myself, because if I do, I will literally, like, I'll fixate on stuff to the point where it will be 2 or 3 a.m. and I'll be climbing into bed, needing to wake up in another 5 hours. Yeah, so you're gonna need to import it. Restrict the request handler to specific host names or subdomains. Restrict the request handler to HTTP or HTTPS. Interesting. Restrict the request handler to specific path prefixes. Yeah, so basically you can do whatever you want. Is basically what they're trying to communicate. But let's go ahead and write. Let's go ahead and write this, because I could use all the reps I can get. I think I'm just gonna call this router.go. All right, here we go. Router.go. This is going to be package main. We're going to import FMT. We're going to import the net HTTP, and then we're also going to import GitHub. Why is it complaining about that? Oh, there we go. All right, now we need a function, a main. Also, I'm going to disable Copilot, because Copilot wants to take my reps, and I need them. Okay, so we're going to declare a router like this. Which I guess the semicolon is questionable. I guess the go way is to not use semicolons. Ducky Dev, yep, taking a short break. I like working at night because it's calm. Yeah, I agree with that. I also like getting up real early for that reason too. Although, after having kids, I don't get up very early anymore, because, I mean, kids are wonderful. It's just, it seems like no matter how early you get up, they hear you and then they wake up. Which is becoming less of an issue now that my kids are getting a little older. But when they were little, you know, I'd wake up early to work on something. Then inevitably they'd wake up. And there goes all that productivity right out the gate. All right. Let's see, func. That's a writer, which is of type HTTP response writer. And we have a reader, which is of type HTTP.request. Okay, then we need to access those parameters, and the way we do that, it looks like, is we type vars, or that's just the variable name, vars, and then we say mux.vars r, which I'm guessing if we looked inside this, this does some sort of... Can you actually do that in Go? Can you go see the definition? Yeah, r.context.value, r.something. Okay, and then we have a title. So this is us accessing those route parameters. This is definitely not as clean as other things I've worked with. But I'm going to try avoiding trying to compare Go to other things. I'm just going to try to write it and enjoy it. Let's see, W. You've requested the book parent S on page parent S, and then we'll add a new line. Then we're going to pass in title and page. So this is kind of interesting to me. So we're using this print to write a response. And we do that because we pass in the writer, the HTTP response writer, to this format method call. That's really interesting. Yeah, that's odd to me. I shouldn't say it's odd to me. It's new to me. I've not seen it done that way. Okay, 80. Why do we pass R here? Because all the other ones was passing nil. All the other examples we looked at was passing nil. So why do we pass? Oh, R is the router. So this is again this is our HTTP server, or the built-in Go one, is now delegating to the Mux router. Is basically what this is doing. Hi man, what are you doing? Abdal. Sorry if I screw up your name. Abdalram. Hi man, what are you doing? I'm trying to learn how to write Go. Let's see. Oh, I know the pain. I've watched the kids before. Yike, yeah. What am I working on? I'm trying to learn how to write Go, man. Butterscotch, you forgot to create a server. I don't think I have to because I'm using this Mux package. I just have to instantiate the router, then have the HTTP start listening on a port, and then delegate to that router, I think is the way this works. I could be wrong, Butterscotch. Victor, yo, what's up? I finally got my phone. Nice, Victor. That's awesome, dude. It's very exciting. I'm also going to print something here, too, to let me know that the server is now starting. So, dot print. What do we want to do? Print line. Server listening port 80. Oh, and we need to open a new tab because I don't want to have to open and close NeoVim a bunch. Okay, so we'll say cd web and go. Oh goodness. Routing, go, run. Allow. Okay, so it should be on port 80. Although I don't remember the route. So books, title, page, page. Okay. So we say HTTPS localhost 80, which I guess it doesn't need to be HTTPS. Localhost 80 books title, and we'll call that hello. And then page, and we'll say 50. Okay, that didn't work. So what did I... Books. Oh. You've requested the book. Hello, on page 50. Look at me. Jesus, I mean, gosh. Look at me. I'm a Go developer now. I do think, though, I think the first thing I'm going to try to build with Go is I'm going to try to build like a resume / portfolio / hire me site. I think that might be a good side project to start with. And I don't have one of those. I've been meaning to make one. Okay, so that's that. That's routing. And it looks like this can do a bunch of stuff. So there's a bunch of stuff here. Like you can restrict it to certain methods, restrict the handler to particular hosts, particular schemes. Yeah, so you can get real fancy here, but the gist of this is that if you have advanced routing needs in your server, you're probably going to have to pull in a package like this, I guess. I would be curious to see how far you can get with the out of the box. It's kind of crazy to me that you can't restrict methods with the out of the box HTTP server. That's kind of crazy. Victor, got a quick question for you, Steven. I was scrolling at LinkedIn. You're a major in biochemistry. So do you know how to make... No, I do not know how to make that. I do not know how to make that, Victor. Although I did love the show Breaking Bad when I was in college. I thought it was great. I'm Matt. Hey, I'm Baxter. What's up, Matt? How are you? Ducky Dev, crazy question. Shoot, Ducky Dev. Yeah, Victor, I saw your earlier message. I think you just reposted the same message, but no, I don't I do not know how to make that. It's been eons since not eons. It's been 10 years since I worked in any capacity as a bench chemist. So, I would be very rusty. Ducky, Walter, we have to. Yeah, dude, I love that show, Breaking Bad. I've seen it probably 10 times, start to finish. I do love how this website, this Go Web Examples website, is layering these tutorials, right? Because it basically is walking you through everything you need, right? You got your server. You're going to need routing so you can pass data from requests. Now we're going to talk about talking to a database for persistence, right? So it's basically building you up where you can essentially build an app, which is nice. I don't know who built this, but they laid it out really nicely. Okay, at some point, you want your web application to store and retrieve data from a database. This is almost always the case when you're dealing with dynamic content, serving up form for users to enter data, or storing login, password credentials. Yes, of course. They come in all forms and shapes. The MySQL database. Nice. Okay, we'll dive into the fundamental database. Okay, so I don't think I want to do MySQL. So they're just going to have you run a Docker image. But I don't think I want to do MySQL. I think I just like to do a SQLite. So creating your first database tables. God, I really honestly hate raw SQL in the code. I'm very much an ORM guy. I don't know, just something that seems wrong to me about like a string literal to modify stuff in your database. Let's see. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see if I can't translate this tutorial from SQL from MySQL to SQLite. So let's hold on. Where's the code that we're gonna use? So here's our code. So let's type go SQLite. All right. Let's cd up. Let's make a new dir called database. Go mod init webin go. Let's ask Grok, like, what is the preferred SQLite driver for Go? Suhas, sup? Suhas, going again. I am going again. There's a Go package for interacting with databases like SQLX and SQLC. Yeah, so I'm guessing Ducky, or not Ducky, Butterscotch. So are you saying those are ORMs or those are drivers? Because this looks like, these look like SQLite 3 is just a driver. Alexander, I got suspended at school. Oh no, buddy. That sucks, bro. I've never been suspended from school. I was always that kid that just felt like he had way too much to lose by acting up. Okay, I think I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna do this. So let's do copy. I'm sure there's an ORM, right? I'm sure there's like a go-to. Let's just Google that real quick. You know, like I'm sure like there's an entity framework for Go. I just don't know what it is. ORM for Go. Go RM. Interesting. Well, I won't dig into this. I'll just do raw SQL. Because this is probably a whole thing in and of itself. Well, did 23andMe really fire? I just saw a news alert. 23andMe filed for bankruptcy? Oh, that was yesterday. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Sorry, I got distracted by that, but that's crazy. Oh, they filed Chapter 11. So they're gonna sell. Interesting. They have my data. I did a 23andMe kit like 5 or 6 years ago. Victor, why Edge? I picked Edge because they have first class support for vertical tabs, and I really prefer me some vertical tabs. Existentialism. What you trying to make? I'm really not trying to make anything. I'm really just learning about how to do web development in Go. So primarily I would consider myself a web developer when it comes to programming and coding, but largely I've done most of the code that I've written to date has been either TypeScript or C#. And I got the bug the other day that I want to try to learn Go, and so that's what we're doing. We're just chilling and trying to learn some Go. Leia Borges, Calvo. Suhas, me too when I was a kid. Oh, wow. You guys are getting suspended from school. What are you guys doing? I'm back. I got more snacks and an energy drink. Damn, Ducky, it's already 1 a.m. and you're cracking open an energy drink. You like to live dangerously, my man. Arc browser is pretty good. I have never tried the Arc browser. Victor says Arc's in, ton of them out there, but you use Edge really? Did Microsoft pay you? Walter? No, Microsoft. Okay, so that's a thing now. Walter? No, I don't know. One day I was using Chrome all the time, and then the next day I was like, you know what? I want vertical tabs, and I found Edge had them. So I know there's lots of plugins and stuff for Chrome that can add that functionality, but yeah, I made the switch over to Edge, and I like it. I mean, I I fuck with Microsoft. Like I know like there's a huge big part of the developer ecosystem that just doesn't like Microsofty stuff, which is kind of funny because I guarantee you every single one of you work with a Microsoft product every day, uh, in your development workflow in some capacity. But I just think what Microsoft is doing on the developer side of their business for tooling and their developer ecosystem is good shits. Is good shit. Let's see. Hark says, "What is an ORM?" Yep, object relational mapping. Yeah, it just basically Harks. It just makes your life easier when you're dealing with serializing and deserializing objects from the database to whatever language you're working in, basically. Yeah. Okay, so we have SQLite installed now. Let's go back to this tutorial. And let's just see if we can rework this code. We should basically just, I mean, it's just SQL to SQL. So we should be able to pretty much do a kind of a one-to-one thing. Let's see. Database.go. Alright, so we're going to say package main. We're going to import. Guess this is the built-in. Again, Copilot, calm down. I don't need your help. Oh, actually, I have NeoVim open over here. Okay, package main. You'll import. Pablo, sup? Hey Pablo, how are you? Pablo, you can use SQL C to compile SQL queries to code. Nice. Can recommend. Awesome. Very cool. Good to know. Let's see. Suhas, but I did run out of coffee. That sucks, man. You got to get more coffee in you. Let's see. Maybe a bit hard to set up the first time. Yeah, I figure I'll just stick with plain old SQL at the moment with the SQLite driver, and I'll go exploring down the ORM rabbit hole when I need to. Ducky Dev, I use my own document-oriented database, Open Source. So Ducky Dev, is that the database you built in JavaScript? Is that open source? Like, can other people use it, or is it just for you? CJ Hernandez, my dog got arrested for holding an underground. Yeah, CJ, you're full of shit. You're full of Ducky Dev. Yep. Oh, okay. So how would other people use it, Ducky? SQL C compiles .SQL files into the adapter you choose. So SQLite 3 for your case. Oh, that's kind of interesting. So you kind of write your SQL queries and command. Basically, you write all your SQL commands in just a SQL file, and then you compile that to the driver of your choice. That's kind of interesting. Ducky Dev, it's a lot cleaner now. Open source. Just run the server and connect to it. So Ducky, can you share the? You've talked about this project like 2 or 3 times now. Can you share a link to it, or like a GitHub repo? Because you brought it up a couple times, but we haven't actually seen the thing. Bro, I think you should do a stream just reacting to other people's open source projects and giving your criticism. Yeah, I think that would be fun too. So, Suhas, there are so many cool projects out there, isn't there? It's like last night when we looked at Python. I mean, it's crazy the stuff people build. It's awesome. CJ, I have no idea what you're talking about. I guess I would just tell you to keep running. Oh, Pablo, thanks for sharing that in Discord, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right. Oh, Copilot, I want you to be quiet because I don't need your help. Okay, so we have format. We have log. We have time. And then we have our github.com/ what was it? Go. Was that invalid? Why is that invalid? Huh. What does this do? Why do we have to put this discard in front of the... I wonder if that's because... Uh-oh. I made the LSP angry, I think. Yeah, it must have been unhappy because I had this open not at the root of... Okay, so function, main... And then we need to get our database. So we have db, air... I guess just that. But I don't want Copilot doing this for me. I want to be forced to look it up. Okay, so if we go to SQLite 3, documentation. This is not what I want. I want like just a simple little... Jesus, there's not like a simple... Let's see, SQLite 3 Go driver example. So do we have to call create or can I just call open? And will it create the database? Let's see. Opens a database specified by its database driver name and a driver-specific data source. Most users will open a database via driver-specific connection helper function that returns a no database drivers are included in the Go standard library. Huh. Sorry guys, I missed a bunch of your chats. Let's see. CJ, can I be a mod? No, CJ, you cannot be a mod. Get fucked, bro. I think you're a terror. Yeah, agreed. But not my place to say so. Let's see. Now I feel really bad for him. Asian Silicon Valley Bangalore. Is that real? Is that a real thing? Gotta go. I have to walk my fish. Good luck with that, CJ. Yo, bro, you doing SQL injections? No, I'm not doing SQL injections. What Victor said. I'm trying to learn Go. Specifically, how to work with a database in Go. So I'm thinking I do need to create the file first. Right? Or like I need to check if it exists and then create it. But let's just try. Let's just say let's try this. So if error does not equal nil, right? So if we have an error, uh-oh, something's gone wrong. We should log that. Fatal, and log the error. And then I guess let's say is connected. Or actually maybe it's just error db.ping. Ping verifies a connection to the database is still alive. Okay, so then if error does not equal nil, it's gonna take me a long time to get used to typing nil instead of null. I may never get used to it. Why no new variables on left side? So what, I need to call this like connection error? And then I guess I'm gonna give this a more descriptive name. Open error. That's probably my fault, not giving good names to begin with. Okay, if connection error. I don't know if I like this, how I have to check if there's an error or not. Okay, let's try to run this and see what happens. I think it's going to break. Because I think I have to create the database first. Go run. Is it broken because I never like return from this function or something? It's probably broken because I never do. Yeah, it didn't create it. But it didn't log anything either. You forgot defer db.close. Okay, well, I'll try that. You can reuse the air the second time by changing. Ooh, I see. I see. Yeah, but is that good practice to reassign a variable? I don't know. I don't know if I like that. But what you're saying is that if I don't use the colon, if I was to do something like open air equals db.ping, that wouldn't be an issue. Is what you're saying. Okay, that's good to know. You can reuse or Fairy. That's what I thought. I come to this channel because of his NeoVim config, which is using Lua and nil. Yeah, but I've only ever written Lua for NeoVim related configuration. CJ, I have played Gorilla Tag on the Meta Quest. I have played that. Ducky, by the way, if you don't close the database, it will cause massive mem leaks. Yeah, I figure that's probably not good to leave your database connection open. I'm not really sure at all like how any of the DB stuff works in Go. What's the defer keyword about? Someone said I need to defer db.close. What does defer do? Defer db.close. Go defer. The defer keyword in Go schedules a function to call to be executed after the surrounding function completes. Interesting. Yeah, just go newbie here. I'm learning things every second. Yeah, I guess I'm not sure. Like, I would expect this to run. And I guess I would expect something to error here. Because I don't actually have this file. This isn't a real file. Where once you run out of scope, it executes. Interesting. Do it right after the open function error checking. Victor, got to go. School in the morning. Yeah, Victor, get some sleep, man. Don't want to be tired at school. It's kind of like the with block for Python. Okay. Okay. So what happens if I don't defer this? Like if I just do db.close? So I guess I don't understand the way this, I guess I don't understand the execution here. Which is probably my fault because I'm a Go noob, but I don't. What is it? Dot print line. Why is it angry about FNT? Huh. Wonder why I'm not getting autocomplete. Well, something's up. Your errors may kill your program before it reaches that code. Interesting. You need to check out SQLX. It makes mapping queries to struct and slices a pleasure. Okay, awesome, Francisco. Thank you for the recommendation. I think somebody told me about SQLX and SQLC, SQLC. So I've added those to my list of things I need to learn. Your errors may kill your program before it reaches that code. Yeah, I guess I would expect the program to like crash, like when the error happens, but I guess it doesn't. And where does the log go? I don't understand. I have this log in here. Where does the log go? Like where is it logging to? Like if I do, let's see, if I do log dot like default, I guess. Oops. Yeah, starting the application. Oh no, that's not what I want. I want log dot, not fatal. I guess just print line. Just print a line. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. You may not be getting log verbosity. Oh, okay. So I have to set that. Network bib using OhmyPosh. I am using OhmyPosh network bib. Scott Hanselman turned me on to that. SQLC uses SQLX. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Gandalf. Hey, Steven. I'm Guard the Chat. Hey, Gandalf. How are you? CJ, you should play. It's really good. Yeah, I mean, I said I played Gorilla Tag, but I mainly played it because my kids were real excited about it. So I'm not really like a G Tag like gamer, I guess, but I appreciate the recommendation. Network bib. What are you making? I'm trying to learn how to write Go. And specifically right now I'm trying to learn how to interact with a database from Go. And as you can tell, I'm excelling. It's like I was born to do this. Suhas, how old are you? I'm 31, Suhas. I'm a 31-year-old dad of 50. No, 31-year-old dad of 2. So I guess I need to set the law. Okay, so let's look that up. Go log set verbosity. Yeah, hold on. So I just want to, let me just level set myself here. If I say fmt dot print line, whoops, dot print line, like that. Does this run? Go run dot. Yeah, so something else is... Something else is going on. Rochelle Miller, hi, you're kind of spamming us. Log prints the standard error by default. Sent a Stack Overflow discussion. Oh yeah, in Discord, I saw that. I'll take a look at that. Grow Guru, what you code? I am coding. I'm learning how to write Go, so I'm not really building anything as so much as trying to figure out how you do things in Go. I'm kind of a noob. Be fatty, hey little guy. Nice username, bro. Suhas, I'm 18. Any advice for me in my future in tech? Suhas, I guess my one piece of advice would be expect change and be prepared to learn. Network bib, don't spam Rachel Miller. Yeah, I know. Why are you spamming? Maybe go mod tidy. Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking. Maybe. Okay, go run dot. There we go. Okay. Something was going on there. Okay, so let's go. Let's try to run that same code that I was running earlier. Thank you, Pablo. You saved me. Okay. So let's say we'll do the same thing. So we'll say db open air equals and Copilot, you need to be quiet. See, Butterscotch, you can use Shift Tab to switch between tabs in your terminal. Yes, I know. I'm being lazy with my keyboard foo. You know, when there are games, there are going to be myths, like how Minecraft has Herobrine and how GTAG has. Yeah, I get CJ. I don't know. I think we're on different wavelengths right now, man. I'm trying to learn programming, not think about myths in games. Grow Guru. I don't have any idea of Go. I just work with C#, Python, and JS. Hey, I work with C#. I know Python. I don't work with it a ton, and I do work with JavaScript too. Those are all great. Rochelle, I have not been able to be here. Went on vacation, forgot my phone. Nice. Well, I'm sure it was a good vacation then. Network bib, using Vim as a code editor. I'm using NeoVim as a code editor. I started doing that at the beginning of this year. Nick swore asked, can I get it? Oh yeah. Yes, you can, but it's just going to be very boring. Oh yeah. Ducky Dev, I hear Minecraft music. There is some music in the background. It's like lo-fi music. I'll turn it up a little bit if it's not loud enough. If it's too loud, let me know, but I turned it up a little bit. Because I figure even if people don't want to hang out and chat, maybe they can just hang out and work on their own projects and listen to some tunes. Network bib, VS Code on top. Network bib, so VS Code is what I came from. And VS Code is awesome. I agree. It is a great product. I honestly, Network bib, I'm actually more interested in the team behind VS Code. Like, I would love to see a documentary about the making of VS Code. There's a documentary about the making of TypeScript, and there's a lot of members of the VS Code in that documentary. But I would love to have a documentary that just focused on VS Code, because I really think like VS Code as a product has really changed the landscape of programming and coding in the last 10 years. And that predates me, right? Like it predates me even learning code. How long has VS Code been around? Let's see. VS Code release date 2015. So yeah, 10 years. Yeah. So I just think it's had a huge impact. I'd love to see like a documentary about it. The guy who leads the team, I guess, used to be at IntelliJ. So VS Code, Eric Gamma. I'm pretty sure he started at IntelliJ. Obviously he's Swiss, right? All those northern European countries produce top-notch computer scientists, it seems like. Yeah, he worked on Eclipse. So he's had a huge impact on software development. Sedhan for it. Hi, what's up, man? What are you doing? Don't be sorry, man. If you just got here, I get it. No worries. I've been trying to learn Go, very unsuccessfully. But now I've gotten distracted because someone brought up VS Code. Rochelle, when did you start your channel? Oh man. Let's see. We can look. See when the oldest. I probably have had the channel probably longer than I started posting content on it. But we can actually see what my oldest video is. Let's see. 8 years ago. So what is that? 2017, 2016, and then before this channel, I had, or I still have it. I just don't post content on it anymore. Let's see. Freeborn Training Systems. So this was another channel I had. This was the channel I posted probably the most content on there. There's over 1,000 videos. Let's see, the oldest, this is from 13 years ago. So I've been posting stuff on YouTube for a long time. Some of this, like this earlier content, was just, I used YouTube more as like a video hosting platform than anything. But yeah, it's been a long journey on YouTube without very much success. I'm surprised I have more than 20 subscribers on my channel at this point. Network Bib, first time seeing your channel and already love it. Oh, that's awesome, man. I appreciate you. Pablo, one of them, the actual director, was working at Edge, I believe. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I would love to see a documentary about that, how that came to be, and it would be interesting because they kind of talked about, like, in that TypeScript documentary, they talked about how, like, the development of TypeScript was very influential to VS Code, you know, and so I would love to hear from the VS Code side, right? Like, hear their story from their side. I think that would be interesting. Okay, real quick, I'm at an hour, so my lunch break is officially over. So let's see if I can actually get this the check to work here. So if open air is not nil, which means we have an error, we should log fatal open error. Oh, whoops. And then, oh, I need to import that database SQL, I think was the package. Yeah. And then let's try to ping it. So we'll say connection error equals db.ping. And then if connection error is not nil, which I'm expecting this to print something. Log.fatal connection error. I keep forgetting. I'm just gonna keep butchering this Go stuff. And then what did we say? We said db.close. I think some people told me to use defer, but so did that create a... Oh, it did. So open will create the file if it doesn't exist. That was the whole thing I was trying to answer, was like, do I need to create the thing before I try to open it? So should I use... Can someone tell me, should I use defer here? I probably need to do more learning about... Go. Oh, unless you want the logs to go to standard error. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're saying use this. How do I print an error? Can I just print it like this? Although I don't think I'm having any errors. Like I think this works for now. Yeah, I think it's working because it's creating that file, then I'm able to ping it, and it probably returns a successful connection. So at this point, there's no errors. Okay, so well, that's basically all I have time for today. Pablo, defer after the DB creation. Oh, so you're saying, Pablo, you're saying I can do something like this? And that won't break it? Because you're saying defer makes that function run after DB goes out of scope? Interesting. Okay. Interesting. I'm just gonna call this test DB. I'm gonna remove this guy. Interesting. Okay, and then I also need to I do not want to check in SQL files. .db. Okay. Git add git commit m feature more learnings. Okay. Rachel, bye. Just stopping to say hi. Appreciate it, Rachel. Network bid, bye. Suhas, bye. What was the error? How did you fix it? Pradeep, I think the error was just I hadn't run go mod tidy. That was the issue that hung me up for like 20 minutes. Let's see, Francisco, the defer close are called after the error check. That's very interesting that you can do that. Network bib. Why are you learning Go, by the way? More of just interest, Network bib. Like just something to do. You know? But primarily I work in C# and TypeScript is primarily what I work in. 12 watching, 5 likes. Well, I appreciate you pointing that out, Suas. But I don't expect anybody to watch or like or comment or chat. I don't have any expectations of anybody. But I appreciate those of you who show any support. That's very nice of you guys. All right, I should get back to work. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me over my lunch and watching me struggle through some Go. If you do want to interact or hang out with us, the community, my chat, outside of streams, we do have a Discord that's in my my channel links. So you can go and join the Discord if you're interested. Otherwise, I will see you guys probably tomorrow. But yeah, I'll see you in another stream or another video, another short, something like that. Rochelle, I subbed. Appreciate it, Rochelle. Thank you very much. All right, guys, have a good rest of your Tuesday, and if it's already Wednesday, I hope your Wednesday is great too. I see you guys at answering questions. I don't want to leave your questions unanswered. Okay, Network bib. What is your job? Are you doing something in ICT tech, or do you do this for fun? So I do most of this stuff for fun, Network bib. My title at work is a quality engineer, so I do manual and automated testing. But I enjoy doing programming, coding, web development related stuff. So I pursue that in my free time on my own. It helps with work, right? Because, I mean, it obviously informs work. Pradeepo, where do you work? I work at a company called OnSpring Technologies here in Kansas in the United States, which, full disclosure, all opinions and viewpoints are mine. Nothing I say on here is representative of my employer. All right, guys. That's all the time I got today, but I hope you guys hang around. I'll see you in another stream. All right, guys.